Okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm quitting social media for the next 2 months. So for the next 2 months, I'm going on a sabbatical, which is basically taking some time off of work, getting away from the normal everyday grind of life, just to kind of reconnect and be a little bit different, to do things a little differently, and get back to where I'm a little bit healthier in a lot of different ways. And one of those ways that's huge for me is social media. Now, I mean, I've got Facebook up here, Instagram, Twitter I don't really use because it's for politicians and people to complain about life. But basically, I want to get off of all that stuff. I want to just be done. And I spend a lot of time on social media. It's a great thing. I love connecting with people that I love, people that I know, people that I get to experience life with and get to share my life with. But it gets to a point where it's a little daunting. It gets to a point where I think the social media takes over the social aspect of your life and it becomes just media. So for the next 2 months, I'm not just disconnecting in person, I'm going to Thailand and you'll see that. I'm actually disconnecting digitally also and just getting away from the normal kind of social media landscape that our lives have become. I'm pretty nervous about it. And when I say pretty nervous, I mean really nervous because there's a hit that you get when you go on social media. You know what I mean? And here's what I mean by that. There's this movie called The Social Dilemma that I think is a great movie. Watch it on Netflix if you haven't watched it yet. But one of the quotes from here is there are only two industries that call their customers users: illegal drugs and software. And that's so true. There's like a hit, an endorphin rush that you get when somebody likes your photo, when somebody hits that little heart button under the thing that you post. When you post something and they repost it, it gives you validation that there's something of value that you're doing that you've given yourself to. Now, I don't want my value to come from that. I just don't. And it's a good thing I'm getting back on social media in 2 months, but I want to kind of experiment with this. And for the next 2 months, see what actually happens when I get away from social media for good. So this is what happens. Let's do it. I wrote the post. It's together. Let's go Facebook first because it's the best one, obviously. Okay. Post. We're done. Instagram. Share. We're done. Twitter. Who am I joking? I don't care about Twitter. Facebook. Remove. Delete completely. Get rid of it and all of its data. Instagram. Remove, delete, Twitter. Haven't used you in forever. Goodbye. All right, that's a weird feeling. We're done.
I need to look anywhere for affirmation because I don't have
you
Facebook.
You have affirmation in the Lord Gale.
So legitimately, it's 3:51, the second day after shooting the last part of this video. It's been not even 24 hours, and I have checked my phone legitimately 100 times. And I'm not saying that from like, my wife just looked at me.
Sorry.
No, legitimately, like I'm not saying like 100 times like as a random number. I mean, like genuinely 80 to 90, maybe 100 times. I pulled out my phone to look at it and there's nothing on there. No Facebook, no Instagram, no, I don't use Twitter. But seriously, like it's harder than I expected. Yeah, we're on the way to the airport. We'll see where this goes. I'm in Dubai right now. Just got on a 14-hour flight here. And honestly, there's a bunch of different times where I started thinking about what it would have been like. By the way, I'm in a weird, like, little nap pod thing. It's strange. But there were multiple times on the trip I was like, oh man, I could text somebody and tell them I'm here. Or I could put on Facebook, like, look at this picture of this country we're flying over. And then the Burj Khalifa is literally outside, the largest building in the world. It's super cool. I have a tattoo of it on my arm. I'm a big fan. And I can't tell anyone about it. It's weird. And I'm with my family and I love my family. They get to experience it with me, but there's just something about being able to get info out to everybody. I don't know, there's good and bad, and I'm realizing that a lot is as we go. So it's really interesting. Day 2, a lot of ups and downs, kind of detoxing off social media. So let's see where it goes from here.
I've officially been off social media now for a month. This is the halfway point of our time, or my time off social media. As an update, for the first few days, was just checking my phone like 30 or 40 times a day. Like, it was honestly sad. It showed me how addicted I really was to not even the social media itself, not Facebook, not Instagram. I'm not even really loyal to one of those platforms or anything like that, but just the constant need for affirmation and response from people. There is a good aspect and a bad aspect to that connection. You know, I've been in Thailand here at the incredible beach, unbelievable. With my family, it's been super fun. We've done a lot of insanely awesome things. Check out the rest of the videos, the Living in Thailand series videos. Just unbelievable stuff we've experienced. And I've loved getting to experience that with my family, but they were there for all that. And there's something that's really cool about going on social media and just like inviting other people into your world and into the things that you've done. Like, we saw this awesome fire dancing thing like this, where it was just these guys doing these incredible things with fire on the beach at night. And I found myself thinking like, man, like this person would love to see that, or it'd be so cool if I could share it so that these people could experience that with me. And there's something intrinsically really cool about being able to pull people into something that they weren't a part of. So yeah, a lot of really awesome pros, a lot of pretty rough cons to social media that I've seen in a new way. And I'm only a month in, so I'm going to try just experiencing life as I'm in it, which it shouldn't be a weird concept, but it is. So we'll see. It's been a month. We've got another month. This is only the halfway point. So I'm pumped to see where this goes from here. Yeah, that's where I'm at so far. Okay, so it has been a full 2 months since I first got off social media, and there have been a lot of ups and a lot of downs, and you've seen a couple of those things along the way, but I want to fill you in on something that I just did not see coming, and I want to tell you what the result is, which is also something I just did not expect. So we've been off for a couple months. My wife has been off of it too. And there's been a lot of ups and downs of not getting to share with people, but also getting to live in the moment. But we've been in Chiang Mai, Thailand for the last 2 months, and we've made some really awesome friends here. And that is where the really big negative to getting out of social media comes in. I am shocked by how hard it is to try and connect with somebody if you don't have Facebook. And honestly, if we didn't have Facebook, then we would feel very hopeless and really sad right now. Like, okay, you friends, I'm never gonna see you again. But with Facebook, there comes this amount of like, I can follow you, you can follow me, there's friendship that continues. And I think that's where social media really has its key. When we're getting our identity from social media, it ruins us. When we are trying to just get more likes to feel better about our lives, it is absolutely devastating to our psyche and who we are. But when it's staying connected with friends that we couldn't otherwise, there's just a beauty in social media that I think is worth it, and it's good and it's right. But here's the thing that really is crazy. Tomorrow is the day we should be going back on social media, and I've decided not to. Only for a few more days. We're gonna be in Dubai for 5 days, but we don't wanna just be on our phones the whole time while the Burj Khalifa is right in front of us and the Museum of the World in the future. Like, there's just so many cool things that I don't want to miss because I'm trying to share them and not trying to get some kind of a feedback that gives me validity. I think that's really what this comes down to. So that's where we're at with social media right now. We're going to Dubai in like an hour. We're jumping on a plane in just a little bit, shooting a bunch of YouTube videos that you'll see soon too. And yeah, I'm pumped to experience it. Not be on my phone looking at what everyone else is doing while I'm in front of some of the coolest stuff in the world. I want to experience it. So that is what we're doing.